Hello, Lisa here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to this walkthrough of the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle cards by Angela Hartfield with illustrations by Ekaterina Golovanova. I don't know why I held out on this deck for as long as I did, but it sat on my Amazon wishlist for a long time before I eventually pulled the trigger, and I am really excited to get into this. One of the reasons why I was so excited to finally purchase this is because I've been really excited about the quality of Blue Angel Oracle decks lately and tarot decks. In fact, I recently repurchased 2 Blue Angel decks in the new matte cardstock that is just beautiful. I repurchased the Art of Love Tarot, which is currently called the Art of Light Tarot, or the Tarot of Light. And I also repurchased the Messenger Oracle by Raven Phelan, which the new edition is just beautiful, and the new cardstock, it's really lovely to touch, to hold, to work with. And I think that's what finally kind of tipped me over the fence, so to speak, on this deck. I love the ocean. I'm a total water baby, as a lot of you guys know, and I am a sucker for ocean-themed decks, but I'm also incredibly picky. So I really just wanted to be sure, and I feel like this is one that I'm going to get along with. It is really focused on the sea and the creatures of the sea. And from what I recall from when I looked at some preview images online, it looks very vibrant and colorful, so I'm really excited. I just love even just the cover image with these beautiful sea turtles and all of the light that's in the artwork. I will say I am also quite a sucker for really good light in artwork, like when you get that glow, and I think that's really beautifully done in this cover image. So anyways, nice sturdy 2-piece box. My big beef I have with Blue Angel still, and I don't understand why they still do this. I think somebody said that they do this so you have room to put like a crystal in the box with the deck, but I don't know. I so prefer a deck box that fits the deck and then has a book that's the same size as the deck. And one of the reasons that I really like that is because when I go to I store my decks in bags, and when I go to put my deck and book in a bag, I can't do that with Blue Angels because the book is bigger than the deck. It will start to curve kind of around the deck, and I don't like that. So then I keep my books separately on a bookshelf, then the deck, and it's a whole thing. Clearly I have strong feelings about this. I just wish Blue Angel would put out decks in deck-sized boxes with books that are sized to fit. I think that's literally the only complaint I have left about Blue Angel, because I think they keep knocking it out of the park with regards to the cardstock and their beautiful artwork and all of that kind of stuff. Quality of the box is beautiful. Quality of the deck is beautiful. And I will add that if the box was the same size as the deck, I would actually keep the deck in its box inside of a bag, because that's my absolute preferred way to do it. But anyways, enough about production stuff. As I expected, the cardstock is exactly like that beautiful, like soft matte lamination, buttery smooth kind of cardstock they've been putting out lately. It's just delicious. I love it so much. I'm going to set the book aside. We're going to flip through the cards, but one last thing. The cards are beautiful and borderless with just this gorgeous text and title along the bottom. I wish the backs didn't have a border. Excuse me. That's the only other thing. Okay, I'm done now. Those are my nitpicky things. The rest of it is just going to be about sinking into the artwork and enjoying the deck. But it is a beautiful border. I do like that it's a blue and not a white border. That would have been a huge deal breaker. But I do wish that this image was beautiful and borderless, because I do love it so much with the turtles. So we get a lot of turtle action because that is what's on the box. That is what's on the cover of the book. That's what's on the first card. And that is also what's on the backing of the deck. So I'm not mad at it, though, because it's a really beautiful image. Okay, I'm going to get us zoomed in now, and we're going to go through the artwork. Right off the bat, one thing that I love is that we have a, let's move the book completely out of the frame there. We have a primary, we have a number, so it'll be easy to find the card presumably in the guidebook. We also have a single keyword, which on this first card looks kind of expansive with a word like resilience. But then there's a message, and I actually really enjoy when decks do this, or have several keywords or something like that. It just gives you so many more things for your intuition to grab onto. Could be a specific sentence from the message, could be a couple words from the message really pop out. Like if I'm just looking at this off the cuff, a few things pull out. Determination and patience both jump out at me from this little message. Also, it's nice sometimes, especially I find with Oracle decks, I really enjoy pulling a card and reading the message and like having it be a little bit lighter on the work that my brain or my intuition has to do to get the message that's meant for me. And I really like that about decks. So I like when they have either a short little message like this or a few extra keywords to kind of like ping off of, if that makes any sense. So this one says resilience. There is no need to rush or push. This is a time to take things as they come. You have the determination and patience to handle what is happening. And that is beautiful. So we have diving to new depths. There's a deeper meaning to what is happening. You might be looking at this from the surface and missing what is really going on. I love that. Quick check. I just want to see how many cards there are here. We have 50, which is a great number, I think, for an Oracle deck. I start to get a little bit whiny when it's like less than that because I like big, thick like decks with lots of messages. Anyways, love these whales that are diving down. Oh, well, that is just a stunningly beautiful card. In the light of the moon. Oh, a full moon can shine light on what you've been resisting. Interesting. Really, really pretty. Life is better together. Again, I love the glow and the water effects in this artwork. It's very vivid and it feels like you're underwater with these creatures. Seek assistance from your community. Oh, change direction with ease. Oh, beautiful. Looking at the underbelly. Be sure you're using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider taking time to organize yourself, or perhaps a project you're working on could use some fine-tuning. So the easily overlooked stuff. I like that. That's really beautiful. Oh, look at the rainbow. It's a dolphin dancing in the rainbow. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, I love these guys. Amble with contentment. Look at these guys. Oh my God. The artwork is really beautiful and vibrant. Oh, it's like a sea slug. Every step counts. And all those little like feeties. Oh my gosh, I love them. That purple and gold is just, that has got a beautiful color. I'm also a sucker for bright colors, so there's that. Persistent drive. The sharks as they hunt. Oops. Whoopsies. Okay. Replacing what was lost. And of course, starfish can regrow their appendages. So it's a really good symbol for that. Gliding through currents. Oh, yes. Single-mindedness. This does feel like the deep ocean, like the ocean. It doesn't feel, it literally feels like, this is going to sound so dumb, but I'm just going to say it because it came to my mind. But like, I feel like it's kind of like an animal deck, but for the ocean. Obviously, that's entirely the intent, so I realize I'm probably stating the obvious, but I mean something more than what I'm saying. I just don't have the right words for it. Single-mindedness. Now, I think these are the little fish that swim like together in a school, and they like dart and move together, like very much almost like one organism. And I think that's really interesting because the message here is to choose your own path and what is best suited to you. So maybe stepping away from that flock. It's a really interesting way to depict that. Adrift in shallow water. Love that. Inner desires. Safe and surrounded by love. We have more dolphins, not mad about it. Clearing the excess. I'm just really enjoying this artwork. Okay, he's the cutest ever. Polite declaration. Oh, more dolphins. Shared inspiration. I hope some of the other animals get some more repeat play. More dolphins. Enjoy the journey. I love this, though. This is dolphins and turtles playing together. I love that. Take note. Some seals. I love the pink. Yeah, this artist's work is just really glowy and beautiful. I keep like not, there we go. I was like, where's the next card? There's narwhals. Distinctive potential. Oh, that makes me really happy. They are the unicorns of the sea, you know. Love where you are. Oh, look at this whale breaching. Beautiful. Break through to new dimensions. And you can tell that this particular whale, based on the angle of the artwork and stuff and where he's breaching, he's like in contact with sea, sky, and stars, right? Like sea, like 3 levels of being. Where you need to be. Oh, I love that. Push to surface. Seeing both sides, our hammerhead shark here. Oh, beautiful swordfish image. Empower yourself. Surrounded by prosperity. Our sea turtle surrounded by all these little guys. Mutually beneficial venture. Love that. Anybody who's like who's seen and enjoyed Finding Nemo will love that. That's a great image. Total submersion. Let your personality shine. I love these particular type of jellyfish. There are some of these. The Vancouver Aquarium has a really cool tank, or had. I haven't been there in a very long time, but they had a really cool tank with these in them, and I could watch them for hours. Like, they're just beautiful. The gift of neutrality. Oops. I really want to know if the guidebook tells us what all the creatures are. Help appears in various ways. These guys have like the biggest smile based on, it's just their fish, the markings here next to their mouths. There's like this red marking, but it makes it look like there's this like big smile. I love that. Blend into the environment. Yeah, if you've ever tried to spot an octopus like at an aquarium or something, they're actually really tough to spot at first. They can get into really small spaces too, so there's that. Ooh, look beyond the surface. Yes. Shedding the old. We have a lobster here. Back on task. Pretty. Rediscover your zeal. I'm more like paying attention to the artwork than how the artwork connects to the image, to be completely honest, but that's actually a good sign. If I can really sink into the artwork, I'm going to really enjoy reaching for the deck. Convey your meaning. Gentle moderation. I love walruses. They do have that sort of gentle energy. Setting up parameters. Unexplained wonder. I forget the name of these. Bottlenose fish, I think. Yeah, I can't remember what these are called. I want to say bottlenose something, or like, I don't know. I can't remember, but I know there's bottlenose dolphin, so I don't know. I'm curious. We'll see in the book. Leaping through the air. Flying fish. I love that. I love that. Facing your fears. Look at these guys. Connect to source. Disengage from outcomes. I love the orcas. Okay. Be insightful and established. Oh, these colors are everything. This deck is so beautiful. And childlike devotion. Okay, let's give this a shuffle. I'm going to zoom us out. And then we're going to take a look at the guidebook, but really love the quality of these. I love how vivid and bright and gorgeous and full of light the colors are and the artwork is. It's really pretty. This will actually pair really well with any of my oceany themed decks. So I have the Mermaid Tarot by Dame Darcy. I also have, gosh, is that it for tarot? I have backed an ocean deck that's going to be coming in called the Healing Waves Ocean. I backed it on Indiegogo, and this will, I think, go really well with that deck. But I just love ocean decks. I just love them. I love them so much. Okay, so really easy. It's a little bit larger. It's a standard kind of Oracle deck size from Blue Angel, so it's a little bit chunkier of a deck. And with this thick cardstock, it is a tight shuffle, at least initially. And I have like a bit of a bruise deep in my thumb. You can't see it, but I can certainly feel it. So that doesn't make the shuffle any easier for demonstration purposes, but it does feel a little stiff. It is probably like a 400 GSM cardstock. Could be 350, but it feels nice and firm. So it feels like it's probably a 400. Anyways, let's pull a sample card, change direction with ease, and we'll check out the guidebook. So Angela Hartfield is the creator of the deck, so it'll be her words we're encountering in the guidebook. Gosh, look at that. So it is black and white, but we have a full table of contents with the card numbers here and then the page numbers where you can find them. There is an introduction, which I'm excited to read, about how life originated in the ocean, a little bit about the cards, how to use them, the usual kind of stuff you find in Oracle decks. There are a few layouts, so we have the 5-pointed star and the answer. Okay, so 2 layouts. And then we're right into card messages. So let's just take a little flip through because there was a few creatures I wanted to see. So that's going to be our card, change direction with ease. We'll get into that in just a second and I'll read it. But I wanted to find a couple. So it looks like the last paragraph is about the creature. There was a couple others I wanted to know, that bottlenose one. Just want to know what it's called because I can't be patient and wait for later. I want to know right now. Where are you? Where are they? There's our lobster. There they are. Oh my gosh. No wonder it caught my attention. The unicorn fish. Probably whoever knew what that was, it was like, oh my gosh, Lisa, how do you not know this? The unicorn fish has a prominent horn and loves the shallow water. For centuries, stories of the mythical unicorn have persisted. The unicorn's horn is believed to have magical and medicinal properties. You can create magic by setting by setting a clear intention. When you receive this card, you can intentionally use the hidden power of the universe to bring to pass your desired outcomes. Okay, unicorn fish. Well, I'll probably never forget it again, but that's awesome. Okay, let's read the message for the card that we've pulled here, the Change Directions with Ease card. So it says, this is a time for change, shape-shifting, or your soul's evolution. It is a time to reconsider what you're wanting. You may be in for a surprise. Now, this first italicized message is identical to the message that's printed here on the card. Life can quickly change direction. Remember to remain flexible, as this will enable you to move gracefully through change. This card indicates transformation around a pivotal point in your life. When new options become possible and move into your awareness, change is not only likely to happen, it is certain to happen, and in next to no time. That was a very long sentence. It caught my attention because I am like notorious for writing incredibly long sentences, and I have to really rein it in, but that was a very long sentence. I couldn't figure out where the stop was. That's funny. Your transformation will be personal and may require you to step onto a new and unfamiliar path. You may need to alter your present course and move things in an unfamiliar direction or turn things around to ensure you're creating the right outcomes in your life. This phase calls for perseverance and faith. Be open to and willing to seek out new possibilities. Butterfly fish are a symbol for change, the soul, creativity, freedom, joy, and color. They quickly change their direction and always move gracefully through the water. Butterfly fish are messengers of the moment and come in a wide array of colors and with unique markings. They're comfortable in the shallow as well as deeper parts of the ocean. Butterfly fish reminds you not to take things too seriously and to get up and move. If you're waiting to begin a new process, you might need to put in a bit more effort to find what you're missing. So that gives you a little taste of how the guidebook reads. So overall, really lovely. I'm really excited that there is a paragraph at the end to help you identify the creature in the card, as well as to give you a little bit more information about how that creature's behavior, or where it lives in the ocean, or how it moves, or how it behaves, how that ties into the meaning of the card. I think that's incredibly helpful. It's always good, I think, when an artist or creator of a deck helps to tie in what you're seeing in the image to what they're saying this card means, or if it's a traditional tarot deck, how it relates to that traditional message of the tarot. So I think that part's really well done. I think I have another deck by Angela Hartfield, but I'm blanking on which one it is at the moment. But I'm pretty happy with this. Decks like this, I do tend to use right out of the box. I don't tend to lean into the guidebook too much, but I think this one, it'll be really fun to do that in order to get to know these animals and creatures a little bit better. So really excited about this one. I'm so glad I picked it up, and it is a great little mass market deck, so it's pretty easy to get a hold of. Let's see what our fan is like. Hey, I'm going to move my little shell guy there for a second so I don't bump into it. Hey, not bad for a matte deck, because it's not that rose petal finish that's more sticky. They are a little clumpy, as matte cardstock tends to be, but as you can see, it wasn't hard to fan it at all. So not as clumpy as a lot of matte cardstock could be. So that, my friends, is the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle cards by Angela Hartfield. Again, this artwork is by Ekaterina Golovanova. Really beautifully done artwork. Obviously, that is the highlight for me in this deck, so really pleased about that. Let me know in the comments down below if this is one you either already own or you plan to pick up. I'd be super curious to hear what you think. And if there are any animals that caught your attention in this deck, maybe just let me know what your favorite one was that is actually included. That would be super awesome to know. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. Please do remember to give this video a like if you enjoyed this walkthrough or you found value in it. Don't forget to subscribe, and please also click that little notification bell so that you are notified when I create future videos or when I go live, which I do sometimes do pretty spontaneously here on the channel. As always, the links for how you can support the channel are down below, as well as links to the Facebook group and Peggy's Bags and all the other kinds of fun things that are associated with this space. Thank you again so much, and may your magic always shine from the inside out. Bye, guys.